Hello guys and welcome to Eduya Prime. Today I am over here to explain you a great project. We'll be using the Python language for it, and the project is the famous Hangman game. So the requirement for this subject or this project is we need to have a random module with us. It's a library which will help us to get random choices. We need to know how to arrange the words and dashes, because if I enter any particular word, so I need to place it in the dashes, or if I am not able to apply, so I need to display dashes. And the other thing is I need to display my hangman as well, because if I don't display my hangman, then the user will not be able to understand that what is going on. So this is what we are going to do today. So before starting the project, I would like you all to know what is a hangman game. So first of all, you can see I have already run my code. So it is asking me my name, so I enter Priyam. Okay, and I press enter. So it tells me, welcome Priyam, try to guess the word in less than 10 attempts. Okay, so this particular program is giving me 10 attempts and I need to guess the word. So for any instance, I press A. So see, now I have A in the places, and what will happen? It wants me to complete the word. Next thing I try right now is I enter, for any instance, I don't know the word, I enter B. So okay, B was there. I enter O. So see, 9 turns left. I enter Q, 8 turns left. See, I the particular ledge came upon, then the man's head is over here. Now if I again try to enter a word, I enter Y. So now this is the body of the man. T, now legs came up. U, no word. A again, okay. So A already was there, so we cannot guess it again. O, so okay, there's no O as well. J, is I over there? No. T, last chance left. So you can see last breaths counting, and take care. One last chance. I need to guess a word. I press R. So no, there was no R. So it says you lose, you let a kind man die. You can see how the transition came upon and went on, right? A ledge, a ledge with a circle as a men. Then on and on we went for creating a men with multiple attempts. Okay, so this is what we are going to create today, and this is the hangman game. So now I am on my IDLE. I'll just open a new file. So this is the new file. And now first thing, if you remember what was there, there was asking name, right? So I'll write name equal to input, and in this I'll ask the name. So enter your name. This is quite easy. We know what we did right over here. So okay, so I ask the user name. Now as soon as the user gives me a name, I will welcome the user. So I'll print welcome. And I also want to take the name, so I'll write welcome name. Okay, now give a exclamation mark as well if you wish. Okay, so this is quite enough. And next thing what I'll do, I'll write the message. So the message will be, I can just create a line to take it apart from the name, and then the message I can write print try to guess the word in less than 10 attempts. Okay, so this was the message which we had in the same output window which we checked earlier. So try to guess the word in less than 10 attempts. So as of now we have done nothing. It's simple and it's easy. We'll save it, and let's save it on a desktop. Save it as project hangman. Okay, .py. File saved on the desktop. Now I need to run it. So I press F5. On pressing F5, I get enter your name. So I enter my name, and you can see it's saying welcome Priyam, try to guess the word in less than 10 attempts. But what happened now? See, you can see that there is nothing. It's empty. We don't have any option right now. I enter anything, I will get error, right? Because the program has terminated. So we need to create the program. How will we create the program? First of all, the required library, as I told you all guys, it is importing random library. So import random. Next thing is what I'll create a function which will help me to play hangman. Okay, so this function will perform all the tasks which we have with us. Okay, so let's name the function hangman as well. So name it as def hangman. And now after this, what we can do, we just need to give a colon and press enter. So after this game, hangman will be called after this input output of messages. Okay, so hangman will be called. When I save it now, I need to give a message to check whether Hangman is working or not. So write print hello world. Okay, so this is just a check. Now save it and press F5. So you can see after pressing name, I will get hello world. So okay, my program first of all takes input, then go to the hangman function over here. So now what we will do in the hangman function. So first of all, we'll create a list of words, which word we want, right? So list of words, we can create list of words, which are, we can take any random name. So let's take something like edu here. Let's take hangman itself, and let's take India. Let's take up next word we can have, for example, I take my laptop's name. Okay, laptop. So for the meanwhile, let's take phone name. When you are making it for your own, you can have multiple names in it. No issues with that. Now we will use the random function to get the random word. So write word equals to random dot choice. So this is the function which gets a random choice from our iterables. So let's take list of words in it. So this will create a random name. So if we want to check, let's just use it for printing. Write word and save. Press F5. So after, first of all, I need to give my name. Now see, I get a random name as Hangman. Let's run it again to see whether it's perfectly random or not. So India. So it's giving me random names. You can see over here. Now our task is to get this name as a hangman game. So for that, what first of all we need to create is, we need to create a turns. Okay. So we have 10 turns with us. This will be decreased every time we are trying to guess a name and it's wrong. Okay. Now next is, let's make a word which is guess made. So this is from user. User will be making the guess. And next is while loop. We need to go on until and unless the word is not created. Okay. While length of word is greater than 0. Okay, so slowly and steadily we'll come down. I'll explain you what is going on over here. It's pretty much easy. So next thing is, we want to create the word, right? So let's save it as main. Okay, or main word, which word we have, which word the user is creating, or which word we want to show the user. Okay, so it's empty. Next is missed. Like if we miss word or something, we are taking this variable. I'll explain this variable as soon as we'll work on them. So next with us is now for. So for letter, first I'll explain you that how I will take the value from the user. So what I'm going to do is, I am going to take value from the user, like I will write print guess the word, and I'll write comma main. So this main word will have, what I need to do with this main word is, this main word will have the dashes and all the things inside it. Okay, so I'll show you. This main word will be printed. Right now it's empty. We need to create this out of dashes and words. So we'll use the for loop at that time. So let's take guess. Okay, this is guess made, and guess made is different. Guess made and guess is different. Okay, so this is what we take input from user. Next thing is, what I need to create a something which is going to be valid. My user cannot input anything apart from multiple letter, right? So I need to create something which is valid. So let's create a equal to a set of a a b c d e f g h I j k l m n o p q r s t u v w x y z. So user now can only input a single character, and these all things will be dissected into multiple characters. You will know when I'll, what I can do is, I can show you on the terminal how does this work. So Python shell. So if I write set and I give a b c d e f g h I j k l, so we'll just take an example like this and press enter. So see, all the things are dissected into multiple parts. So why we using this? So this is the validating term. So let's create valid entries. Okay, So valid entry. Now what's next? Now what we need to check is we need to check whether this guess is inside the word or not. So what we'll do, we'll write if guess in valid entry. So it will check whether the guess is in valid entry or not. And if it is in the valid entry, so I'll use the guess made equals to guess made plus guess. So this will just now have it as, what I can say for you is this will be creating and taking word from the user. Otherwise, if this is not possible, so I'll write else guess. I want to take guess again, so I'll write guess input enter valid character. Okay, so print enter the valid characters. Enter valid character. Okay, so this is okay. Enter valid character. Now take input over here. So this is how we are going to take input. So now this will be quite easy. Now what's next? I need to work with the guess made, right? So I need to work with the letters which I'm getting from the user. So for that, what I'll create a loop over here. I'll create before guess. So this was basically for checking whether my guess is correct or not. Okay, so for now, what I'll do, for letter, this is a new variable in main word, or I can say the word which I have. Okay, so for letter in word. So for example, an instance, if I tell you using paint, that will be pretty much easy. So see, let's make it small this side, and I have my hangman this side. Okay, so for example, I had a word A, B, C. So first of all, I'll show the thing like this. Okay, so for showing this thing, I will use this. So for letter in word, if letter in guess made, so like if the letter in the guess made is already present over there, so I will write, or I will create my main word as the normal letter plus main word. Okay, so main word plus letter. Okay, otherwise what I'll do, I'll have an space, or I can say an underscore. Okay, so else I want to show main word equals main word plus the underscore value, and let's give a space as well. So this way it will be created. So now what will happen, for an instance my user gave me ABC, right? So first of all, this will be printed because I haven't guessed anything yet. So main word will be slash slash slash. Okay, this will be printed. Next time if I guess something, for example if I guess A, so A will be in guess made. So instead of this underscore, I'll get A over here, and this next slashes will be over here. At the time user enters C, so now we have C with us in guess made. So C letter is in guess made, correct? So main word will be added with C, and for B we'll have slash. Similarly, when user enter B, so we'll get B over here, and we will be guessing the word correctly. So this is how this for loop works, and it will show us the slashes and all. This will be easier for us to work on with. Okay, so this was the use of main word over here. We are using main word to display the correct structure, the hashes, as I mentioned in the slide, the dash and words. So this way we can show correct slashes and dashes. Okay. Now one thing also to notice, if my main word is now directly equal to the word which my user has to guess, so I'll write if main word equal to word which my user has to guess a word. What I'll do for this, I'll print the main word, and I'll also tell the user that you won. Okay, print you won. This much is quite enough. And then I'll break out from this while loop. I'll just break out from the function, and this will be completed. My project will be completed. Okay, but what I need to do now, this is completed for when I am able to guess the word correctly. I haven't displayed the hangman yet. Okay, so for that what we'll do, we'll create something. Okay, that's pretty much easy, no need to be worried about. So first of all, come after this place. Okay, guess made over here. Now what we need to do is we need to use a next if. Now if we'll write a next condition, and if the guess is not in the word, so not in word. This function is like checking whether the character we are guessing is in the word or not. So for the true condition that it's not in the word, we'll write turns equal to turns minus 1. So in the beginning we had turns equal to 10, so for every wrong guess we are decreasing it by 1. Now we need to show the hangman as well. So if turns equal to 9, so we need to create our hangman. I'll create it once and then easily it will be added every time. So for now I'll write the print function. Let's create a hedge first time when it's wrong we need to show a hedge. So this is over here with me, and this is enough. Okay, so we also want to show the user how many turns are left, so write print, and we are now left with 9 turns left. Close it. This is enough. Now if my turns are equal to 8, so just do one thing, pick it up and copy, paste it over here. So now turns are left 8, and the next thing which I want to show is I want to show the head of the man, the hangman's head. So write print, and let's take it to the middle. Let's use capital O for the head. Okay, this is quite okay. Now give a space and close the head. Clear. So just again do nothing, just copy this and paste for our seventh condition. So when turns are equal to 7, right? So for turns equal to 7 we'll write 7 turns left, and now we need to show the stomach of my hangman. So print, the stomach is also ready. Let's just copy this part, and now we will go for our sixth condition, that if my user has not entered the correct word and the turns are now 6. So paste. Okay, make the indentation correct. So this way. So now what we need to do is 9 done, 8 done, 7 done. Now we need to go on with the sixth one. So make it 6. This also 6. Now at this time I'll show the first leg of my hangman. So I'll write print, and I'll use the backslash. Okay, so this way. So this is quite clear. And now from here we are just going to show the hands and limbs. So you can just guess what we are going to do next as well. So first of all, just copy and paste. Now if turns equal to 5, this is when my turns are going to be 5 turns left. Now I'll display the second leg of my hangman. Quite clear. Okay, so this is quite clear. What I'll do now, 5 is also done. I need to go on with the fourth one now. If 4 turns are left, so just come up over here. Yeah, paste it. So this is for 4. Now make 4, and this will be again 4. Now at this moment I'll show the first hand. Okay, so we can just try creating it something like this. Okay, so I hope so. This is not looking that much clear, that is this a hand or not. So instead of adding it with the stomach side, let's add it over here. Okay, so see, now this is quite clear. Similarly we'll do for the next condition, which is our third. If my user has entered turns are 3, now if turns are 3 left, 3 turns 3, and just show a different hand over here. So the man is created, and now what's next, I'll create the rope, to be more precise, the rope which will be hanging the man. So copy this part and come up over here, paste it. So make it 2. You will say that 2 turns left and show the first rope. Okay, so it can be shown with this. Okay, so this is the first rope, you can say. And again copy this part, and what we'll do, we'll show the we'll do for the last turn. If last turn is left, we'll also tell user that it's the last turn and it's on last breath. So if turns equal to 1, we'll say only one turn left, um, hangman on his last breath. Okay, so this is what we will write, and if one thing more, we'll just add this part, a slash. Okay, so now this is ready. So hangman is ready completely. Last thing, if my turns are now going to be 0, I need to write that as well. If turns equal to 0, I'll print you lose, and we'll also tell that print you let a good man die. So this is okay, completed. Now these part all are completed. Let's run it and check what if we are lacking something or we are missing something. From my side, I don't think so. We are missing something. Then to just press F5. Okay, my name. I enter my name. So it's asking me to guess the word. So I guess it will be okay. And I give D. What if I don't give a correct word? Q. I know the word, so that's why it's easy for me. So see, the hangman is being built, right? So you can see uh, it's building the hangman. See now last turn left. Only one turn left. It's telling me the one turn, so I'll give the correct name. So INDI, and the last I'll give a wrong again. So T. So you lose. You let a good man die. Guess the word. Okay, we are still going on. I need to put a break as well. So break condition is left over here in lose as well. So last thing left. I'll just write break. So now the program will be over, and we are done with the code. Nothing much left with this. We will just do one thing. We'll create a hanged man, and we'll do what? We'll put his hands down. So just copy this part and copy this and paste. So remove hands from this part and add hands over here. So see, quite clear and now easy to be seen, right? And let's run it again. So my name, and it's asking me to give a name. I know the name again because I entered name. Okay, so B H E R I U J H. So see the last and left. I press H. Now the man is hanged. So this is the game we created right now. Okay, I just ended the game. We'll open it over here. I'll go on with the explanation of the game again so that you can understand once again. So first thing, we took an input from user for his name. Then we gave a welcome message to the user. Then we told the user that he needs to guess the word in less than 10 attempts. Then I'm calling the hangman function. In the beginning of the program, I am importing a random function, a random module to be more precise. Then I created a hangman, and this is list of words which we want to guess. You can change this anytime. You can add or remove any. Get a random choice by using random choice function. Every time you run this, you get Eduyer, Hangman, India laptop, any one of them randomly. Then tell the turns, use guessmate and give valid entry. What does this do? This just departs into different letters, and we will be checking whether our guess is inside this or not. And we also see while length of word is greater than 0. Okay, so basically word, we are creating this in the sense that it is true. It is basically true because if it will always be true, we just want to break when our conditions are true, right? So other logic I have pretty much explained. We did not use mist, so we can just remove this. I thought we'll be using, but no issues. So mist is removed, and now letter in guessmates are added to get a name which we created. Otherwise we are using dashes, and we are creating if main word equal to word v1, and we are taking inputs of single letters, and then we are adding that guessmate to the guess which we made to the guessmate variable, so that we can know that these are the guesses we made. Otherwise, if these are not valid, we print a message that enter valid characters. If my guess is wrong, it will show turns -1, and inside this it will display this function. Okay, every hangman will be printed for every value of turns. and so quite easy and completed. My hangman is running. You can just create it once again on your own. The important parts are this: to take input from user, and then the important part is this, if to be more precise, importing random diff hangman and going up to here. So up to this part. Other parts are just displaying the hangman. You can just know this part. Okay. So this was how we can create hangman by using Python only. And for any doubts or any issue with this, you can just let me know in the comment section. Moreover, we used all the three constraints which we described before starting the program. We displayed a hangman, we arranged the words and dashes, we had random module used as well. You can follow my more courses on EduYear Prime, like Python for Absolute Beginner and 5 projects for beginners. It's a pretty much interesting series in which I have been using Python to perform many tasks. Thank you so much for joining me with this course and staying till the end. I hope that you liked the course. I would expect a good feedback in the comment section. For any doubt, you can use the comment section as well. See you soon in my next courses, and till then, bye bye.